pizza. Good evening.
What's all? It's very dark.
Mm-hmm. It's because normally that door is casting a bunch of white light back.
It's fair.
Why would you put your hat? It would get darker.
I was just saying.
I'm not yawning. Who's yawning? You're yawning. That doesn't help any. Okay. Good evening, you guys. How are we doing? Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. If you're not familiar, comment your name down below. Get some guidance. There are readings available, spell work, on this fine, fabulous Halloween night. I still have a couple candles left, too. Somewhere. I swear I did. Yeah. Anyways. All available. Lamika. Let's get Lamika a card. Thanks for liking the live, you guys. Lamika. Abundance. Girl. Make it rain. I just feel like blessings. I feel like it's a really positive time right now. Honestly, I feel a lot of energy kind of going the way you want it to. Things just working out in your favor. Hey, Trina.
Sorry about that. I was getting distracted. I'm trying to get started from my end here. I do see growth, though. I think there's going to be a lot of like new challenges, maybe things to overcome, but overall, I do see a lot of good things coming your way. Like these are going to be things that kind of enrich you. They're going to be feeling like growing up, more or less, kind of becoming more the new you.
There. Thanks for the gifts, Lexi. Trick-or-treating was fun. The girls made out like bandits. We went to this like ritzy neighborhood. It's very fancy, like full-size candy bars and stuff. I'm talking what? Hello, Brandy.
Boom.
Adam.
What's up?
Good evening.
What do we do?
That means y'all did too. The facts. I've definitely already taken some candy.
Oh, plenty. My stomach is upset.
Candy! Why not, though, you know? Kind of enjoying the fun times. I literally just got the notification you shared it as I was sitting here. Oh my god, I love that. I can't be the only one here. I can only be here for a little. Gots to sleep. Oh, girl, I feel you. If you guys want yes or no questions, you can subscribe. If you're not following our joint account, Eternally Entangled, follow that bad boy, okay? That's where we're going to be going live at nights as soon as it's able. Happy Halloween! So yeah, if you want yes or no's, comment your, subscribe up above. Comment your name below if you want a free card. And the list is open if you want to get on it. I started the actual real shifts tomorrow. Oh my god, that's so exciting. Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you've got good rest. That you're all primed and ready. Jamie, what do you need to hear, babe?
What have we got for Jamie?
Feeling maybe a little insecure. I know there's a lot of things that are changing right now, and it's just making us feel uncomfortable. I want you to be patient with yourself. Insecurity, it can get the better of us if we allow it to. And I just want you to remind yourself how amazing you are and all that good shit. That's a whole lot of warrior on one screen, I'm just saying. I also seen them out tonight with my nephew, and she was so clingy. I wanted to say something so bad. Oh my god. I'm glad you didn't.
Oh my goodness. I do see initiation. Time to make moves. Time to step somewhere.
Oh, no worries, Lex.
To move in. Let's see what else. I do feel like you've had a lot of plans going on, though. I feel like a lot of things are in play, but you're just kind of waiting. So I do see a lot of work coming ahead, though. A lot of momentum building.
Oh, yeah. In autumn, remind yourself of your self-worth. I want you to remind yourself how amazing you are. You're going to say, yes, I'm amazing. I'm very worthy. Remind yourself. I think she's just clingy to hide her own unfaithfulness. Oh.
That's a whole web you got going on there, Autumn.
Ooh, complicated.
Die. I see you.
Girl, you're gonna do amazing. Did you pull one for Autumn?
Oh, no. Autumn doesn't get one. I'm just kidding. You are feeling a little bit tuckered out right now, a little bit weak, probably stressed out, probably after what just happened. Not exactly making you feel 100% great. But, Autumn, don't worry. You know you're a tough old bird. You'll get her done.
Tough old bird. Like, how old are you? 21? You're 21 now, right?
Yeah. I know she's like half our age. So.
Diana Destiny. Something, I mean, come on now. You're a part of the overall collective where a huge shift is about to occur in your life. You're going to look back, in a month from now and be like, holy fuck. Because so much has changed so quickly. But it's just the kind of changes that you've been waiting for, that you want. Nancy, thanks so much for the follow.
I do see movement too. I think a lot of this is just momentum. You're going to kind of keep going. Everything's going to get a little bit faster. It's going to come a little bit easier. Everything's just going to kind of start flowing.
Emily, thanks so much. Sabrina, thank you so much for the follow. And Abby, welcome in. I see it's your first time here. Comment your name if you want a free card. Got folks and Keeks. What do you guys do? Well, I read cards. He reads runes. I also do some spell work stuff. But at night we just kind of hang. We do free cards or room pulls for advice if you comment your name. Welcome, Carrie. If you guys want to get on the list for a more personalized reading, those are available. All that's linked in the bio. It tells about all the services. If you guys want yes or no questions, you can subscribe, okay? So comment your name if you want a free card. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's do Keeks. I've got an announcement. It's funny. I'm hearing you're going to have an announcement to make here rather soon. I feel like you might not even know this yet, but something in the near future, you're going to make some kind of decision. And I feel like you're going to kind of shock people, too, when you make this announcement. They're saying, don't worry about how everyone else feels about it. Do what feels best for you. Oh, yeah. This could be like a surprise career change or maybe a sudden move or... I don't know. It feels very kind of like spontaneous, but don't worry about how people feel about it.
I think a lot of it has to do with healing, though. I think there are some things you're going to need to focus on. Moving ahead, too. Like, you have something that you have been driving forward, some things you've been really trying to push into fruition, but this is kind of what they're going to want you to chill back on just a little bit.
Career change. Abby, thanks for the follow. Katrina. Perception. I feel like right now we're having a hard time focusing on the positive. Whew, especially in regards to ourselves. Yeah. I feel like your perception of yourself is very different from how the people around you see you. And I feel like they see you in this very beautiful light. And I feel like you just do not give yourself the credit where the credit is due. And they're saying, we'll like some of that, please.
Oh, definitely.
And they're saying, just appreciate yourself more.
I do see warriors, which generally means kind of like on a spiritual level, they want you to stay persistent. They want you to keep trying to hit every milestone you can kind of come across. You have a lot of energy right now. You're kind of resilient. I think with that fortitude should come productivity.
Emily, authority. Girl. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. and I feel like I'm saying this to you because, like, you're kind of like this leader. And sometimes it's hard to relate with other people. Because, like, I don't mean to say this in any kind of way like you're above anyone, but I feel like your collective is smaller. So sometimes it feels like you can feel really misunderstood in this leadership kind of energy. And they're saying that's part of the deal, but you're kind of built for it. You're built for that. Built for that that authority.
I do see defenses though, so mind your boundaries during this time. Kind of see things for what they are. Also make sure you are staying within your boundaries. The things you have in place for yourself too. A lot of people kind of lack discipline during times of great motivation and good prosperity and stuff, and that's fine, but at the same time, don't forget to kind of keep yourself in check.
Oh, hey, Tasha, what's up? Priscilla, you want to answer? Are you doing already? Priscilla, I've got insecurity, and so close. I've got you for a mini.
Close to par.
But Priscilla, I've got insecurity. I feel like we're just maybe like just a little bit like, oh my gosh, am I making the right choices? Am I up to par? Oh gosh, I hope I'm doing the right things. That kind of energy. And I feel like they're saying trust yourself. I feel like it's like I'm here, follow the yellow brick road. I feel like you're where you need to be and you have a clear path forward. Trust it. Don't get in your head about it.
I do see constraint, and I think they do want you to hold back on the insecurities, though. I think you might have a tendency to be a little bit tough on yourself. You might have a tendency to criticize yourself and kind of what you're doing, where you've been, etc. So keep in mind, you're capable of a lot of things, and you've gotten yourself to a pretty decent place already. So what lies ahead can only get better from you.
Hey. So close. We're not as stuck as we think we are, or at least we're not as stuck as we were. I feel like they're saying we're overthinking about our material world, though, our material abundance or our material standing. They're saying don't worry about this. This is just insecurity from the past. Like, oh God, what if it goes down that way? I feel like they're saying prioritize self-care, you know? Give yourself something positive to focus on during that time. I feel like, yeah. Also, to communicate. You have people in your corner, like support. It's always nice sometimes just to vent or to ask for help. It's okay. It's not like a weak quality to need help. You know what I mean? But I feel like there's this resistance to letting go of the old. There's this resistance to like feeding into old insecurities and old emotions. And they're saying there's this whole new, bright, amazing, passionate, inspiring new beginning for you. But it's up to you. You got to kind of let all of this bullshit go in order to have that. I feel like this is the night, because tomorrow's the new moon, getting ready for the new start of the new beginning. So that means any of the old gunk, we'll let it go tonight. We'll let it go tonight.
I see signs in reverse, movement, and then possessions in reverse, though. So anything you miss, anything you're not paying attention to, if you act upon it, you might kind of like miss in general. Like you might not be on target with it. So be careful. If you kind of move blindly right now, if you're kind of running around with your eyes closed, or if you're kind of going a little too quickly, either way, if you're not being mindful of your surroundings right now, though, and you're not paying attention to your intuition, it is going to kind of leave you at lack.
Don't let it happen.
Not even a little bit.
Moon.
Sage the moon.
Oh shit! I pulled cards for Moonstar. I'm sorry I missed it, Priscilla, but I'm gonna pull you next, Priscilla. Moonstar, I've got coming out of an isolation, a period of like seclusion, you know? I feel like feeling more confident and more empowered. We're still not 100% where we want to be, but we're working on it. I feel like at the end of the day, you're coming into this more receiving kind of energy where it's going to create stability for you, not only in your physical realm, but like spiritually, like emotionally, you're going to be more stable too. You know what I mean? Feeling more connected with the people and the things around you, more present, you know? It's going to feel good. I'm getting there. Oh, yeah, you are. Oh, yeah, you are. That was Moonstar. And we got Priscilla next.
For a mini for Moonstar?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw a lot of sages go up, so I wasn't sure. There's a big chance they do want you to slow down during uncertain times. So if you can't exactly see what's ahead of you, be careful. Kind of like I was saying for Priscilla before too. A lot of people, I think, when they get spooked, they tend to like tick off. You know, kind of like a horse does. You almost can't stop them, and I think that's kind of what we're trying to be careful of. If something seems off, or if something seems different, or if you feel a big monumental change that you can't not notice, I would say, that's the time to slow down. Don't run away from it. Don't run towards it. Don't anything. Just kind of take a second, perceive what's going on, make sure you're processing everything. And then with that, I do see the Odin Stone, so I can't really say what it could or would be. I think you are really just supposed to be prepared for something, though.
Runner, track star, love it. Thank you so much for the follows, you guys. Jamie, I saw a couple.
Lexi always thinks I have hair. I get it. I thought Garth Brooks had hair for a long time.
Jamie and Steve, thank you for the follow.
You're a runner, track star. Oh, jeez.
And Shannon, thank you so much for the follow. Priscilla. All right, the path forward's not so obvious, but you are very imbalanced. You're letting go of control, going with the flow. You're seeing your hard work and efforts paying off. This is going to make you feel much more confident and much more in your energy. Much more in the Zen, man. Finally healing, creating that world that you want, having faith in what you're doing and where you're going. It feels very beautiful.
I see a lot of peace too. I see opening, strength in reverse, and flow. So that sounds a lot like kind of submission. Like you're ready to just kind of let be what will be and allow things to happen the way that they are, and not have your perception kind of like poison it or turn it into something it's not, or you're just not going to allow it to affect you anyways. So it's not really going to matter.
Amen.
Yep. I see a lot more chill vibes here though. A little bit more flow state type stuff. I like it.
Shannon, if you want to comment your name, we can give you a free card. If you want yes or no questions, you can subscribe. And if you want something like more in depth, there's a whole list of readings available in my TikTok page, pinned to the top, okay? Okay, I'm just water flowing. That's right, girl, just flowing. Tony Baloney, I seen you. Hey, girl.
The closest.
Happy New Moon and Hallows Eve. Hey. Hippie, you're like a day behind us. Where the hell are you? It's Halloween, right? Why did I say Eve?
I'm in the mini for Hallows Eve. Everybody calls it Hallows Eve.
On Halloween?
Some people do.
What?
Well, I mean, I know it's technically supposed to be like Christmas Eve, where you say Eve the night before.
Oh.
But I think some people do say like Hallows Eve.
Okay.
Like,
all right.
Halloween.
Bronwyn. Hello, and I said your name right. I know I did it. Carrie, what can I get you? I have a 666 coins. Oh, wisdom, Carrie. Okay, basically they're saying, man, you've lived it. Not only have you heard about it, have you read about it, seen about it, but you lived it. This is true wisdom. I feel like you need to trust yourself more. You have the answers. Anything that you're worried about, you kind of know. You need to trust yourself a lot more.
I think that's just about it. I think you tend to rush quite a bit, and this trajectory will leave you to stumble. Things do tend to get harder if you are pushing too hard because you are lacking energy in those times. Mm-hmm. So sometimes maybe if you slow down a little bit, things will be easier just because you have more capability to do that.
Mm-hmm. Shannon. Exertion. You tired, girl? You've been doing a lot. Don't forget to take a time out. Don't forget to recover from that, and don't forget to put this energy to good work. You know, utilize that shit towards things that are going to help benefit you right now.
I also see defenses, which means kind of maintain your boundaries while you're tired. I feel like a lot of us become vulnerable just because we're exhausted. So a lot of us, like with the kids even, we're just kind of like, yeah, man, do whatever you want. Like, it kind of gets like that with people too. You get real brushy when you're just like, whatever, dude. Like, yeah, sure. Yeah, take my car. Don't bring it back. Don't tell me when you're going to bring it back, and leave it empty too when you're done. Whatever, dude. You know, it kind of gets like that. And at those times, that's when we do need to mind our boundaries, though, is because even though we're tired, doesn't mean we can let people do whatever they want or allow intrusive energies to do their thing in general.
Facts. Bronwyn, I've got kindness. kill them with that kindness. But more so importantly, this card keeps coming up, I swear to God, for the collective. And everybody's message is like the same. You guys are ridiculously hard on yourselves and you need to be nicer. Lighten up.
And I see signs. I think you've been hearing this a lot, not just from us, but from like probably good friends or probably from your damn self, probably people close to you. Do that. Follow these signs. Follow your intuition. Hear it all because it does mean something.
All Hallows Eve. I should have known that. That makes sense. Okay. I
got closest.
Abby. That's what I was calling. Abby, identity. It's about being more confident and unique in the way that you approach life in a daily, especially when it comes to your aesthetic. I feel like there are probably chancy things that you'd like to try out with your style, but you maybe pull back because, oh God, maybe too many. Like for me, example, like I would look so insane if I could look the way I want, but I also hate it, I know, ironically enough, when too many people are looking at me, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like attention.
No, I mean, like, okay, like, I like attention, but, like, when everybody's just, like, not talking to you, just looking at you. I don't like it. I don't know. Anyways, my point is that it makes me hold back. So I try to challenge myself to wear the things even, cute, to challenge myself and even wear the things even if I'm worried, you know, that people might look at me, God forbid. But anyways, I feel like it's time for you to take some chances. Thanks so much for those gifts, hun.
This one was for Abby, right?
Yes.
I do see opening. Good advice. Be open to new ideas. Be open to new possibilities. I think your imagination might be closed off a little bit. Not that you haven't used it. Not that you haven't been creative. But I think maybe there's like, you can expand. There's more to it.
And you guys don't forget to follow our joint account.
Oh, yeah.
This is where we're going to be going live from. So follow that. Because as soon as we can, we'll be going live from there at nights.
Johnny, my boy. Right?
John, no, literally, that's what I was going to call. Authority. I've got authority for Johnny. I feel like you are the authority. I feel like there's something about stepping into your confidence, stepping into your masculine energy, and being more assertive, more dominating. I feel like you're a leader, man. People should be listening to you, not the other way around. And in order to get that to happen, you have to kind of step up and show that dominance and show that it's worthwhile to follow you.
I agree, but also I do have a bit of a take on it, though. I think this is also kind of about finesse with that dominance. It's about asserting your energy. You know, it's not just about like getting in someone's grill and being like, look, I'm fucking Johnny Loads, bitch. Listen up. You know, it's not like that. You want them to feel that way while you're like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm John. You want them to feel that I'm Johnny Loads, bitch. Like, what's up? But like, you don't want to say it. You don't want to show them that, but you do want to give them that. You know what I'm saying?
How do you say that?
Genevette.
Is it? I want to say Genevieve as soon as I see it. Just because.
Oh.
I know it's wrong, but I want to. Genevette. Awakening. I feel like you're starting to see the world in new lights. Like, we often say, like, the Matrix must have went through a download, because all of a sudden we'll be going on a drive and, like, everything looks kind of like an HD. It's just a little more colorful, a little more vibrant, a little more... And I feel like you're going through this process right now where you're seeing the world, and maybe it looks more vibrant at times for you, but I feel like it's almost more alarming. Confirmation, you're seeing like the realness of the world, and it's not exactly all sunshine and rainbows. But this is good. This is the steps to realizing that there's so much more than what we understand. Yep.
I do see Warrior in reverse here, though. This is healing. I think this realization or whatever new dawning thing is, like she said, is going to impact you.
What do you mean we can go live on the backup already? What? I thought you had to have 800 followers to go live.
Well, you can without the face. They
Well,
let you do it on voice, but there's kind of no point to do that.
there's no point of that. You gotta see our faces. Look how
you can see us.
look how cool our faces look right now.
Nifty right now.
Yeah.
But this Warrior Universe thing, like I said, it's going to have an impact on you. Like, you're going to have to kind of just adjust to it, though. This is just new ways of seeing things. Like, this means this is how it is. You might have thought it was a different way, or maybe it was a different way, but this is how it is now. So you're going to have to kind of heal from that, get over it, and then proceed.
Lexi Boo. Oh shit, I got victimhood. So basically, we've all been fucked up, man. We all drew the short straw, and it's hard to get out of that function because as you watch everyone else just so graciously run to the finish line, you are sitting there dragging, 200-pound weights on your ankles trying to keep up. And I get it, because this is real. But at the same time, this mentality, focusing on that story of how we were at such a disadvantage, how we're this victim or whatever to our circumstances, is continuing to put us in that, And I just feel like this card is encouraging you to rewrite your fucking story. To write it how now you are the champion. You are the victor. You are the one who rised above. I mean, think about any great ass fucking hero saga story anyways. Like, let's just take a moment. Any, like, Spider-Man, for example. His fucking uncle killed, murdered, cold blood. He got bit and was in some vicious, like, horrible transformation that was clearly painful. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get these, like, great opportunities of greatness in your life without having the suffering. You have to kind of rise above and rise out of that victimhood in order to become that champion. I've never, at least now, champions I respect, I've never really heard a champion being like, yeah, everybody just handed me everything. It just kind of worked out this way. Cool, go me. Like, what the fuck? When have you ever heard that story? Not never. So anyways, remember, there's a champion inside you too, Lexi. Just gotta pull her on out of there.
Indeed. I do see a disruption and a change, though. I do totally believe that you have gotten better about a lot of things. I think you have flipped that coin. You've looked at the other side and you're like, okay, now you understand the whole thing a little bit differently. But with that, at the same time, with these changes, don't let it freak you out. Don't let it knock you off your square. These are good things, even if it's uncomfortable.
Stronger. Bologna. I've got truthfulness.
I thought I heard the Oscar Mayer wiener wagon pull up.
Honesty, man. Obviously, we know that this is importante. But there's something I feel like you need to get off your chest, too. I don't know. I feel your energy yelling at me, and I don't like it. I don't know. They're just saying there's something that you need to be more honest about. Even if it's maybe, like, your feelings. Or maybe, like, you just kept that one piece to yourself because it just, what was the point? Or, like, it could be anything. But my point is there's something you're holding back and you got to be real about it. It's going to make you feel a lot better. Changing thanks to the two of you. Aw, Diana.
That's very sweet. I do see a growth in reverse here. So now I don't always think it's a bad thing to see growth in reverse. Sometimes that means, like, it's time to focus on your inner child. Try to enjoy things a little bit. Did you go out and bob for apples? Do you have a costume on right now? I'm just saying. You put war paint on. I walked around with a sword in public, guys. I had a blast. It was great. Even though it was rainy and cold and I kind of pushed out a little bit. I sat in the car for a lot of it. But I don't care. Because I had a lot of fun out there. So, make sure you are.
Hey, Amy. Keeks for the mini. Sony Baloney. I wonder if it's like some, like, because the truthfulness or whatever, it's like a picture of a little kid keeping something from somebody. So, like, because he brought up inner child, what if it's about something being truthful or honest with you about some way that you feel deep down, like your inner child feels, but you're like, no, that's silly, and you're keeping it at bay for whatever reason. Maybe there's something like that. All right, what do we need to hear in around Keeks for the mini? For the mini. All right. We got some negative, intrusive thoughts that are kind of haunting us right now, and we're in a bit of a standstill, doing some processing, doing some shadow work, more than most likely. I feel like, honestly, the shadow work, though, is helping stabilize your foundation, helping keep you in a position to where even through the difficulties, you're going to be able to stand tall. I know you're trying to avoid the drama right now, but it feels like the difficulties are just following you. No matter how much you turn, a blind eye to this problem, another problem pops up. But I feel like it's almost like it's testing you, and you're handling it in a really good way. I feel like you're learning the deeper lessons here at the end of the day. And this is going to push you down the path that you've been looking for.
I do see a disruption, signs, and...
Good night, Abby.
Throw me for a second.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was like, who's here? Sorry, these new runes have me thrown just a little bit. I gotta make sure I'm reading the signs properly.
I found him a new set of runes tonight, cleaning my office, you guys. Labradorite runes, pretty dope.
Yeah, but their art's different, so I'm losing it. Oh, that's an S. Okay, I was like, what is this? I didn't know, but now I know. So, we have disruption, signs, and then wholeness, ultimately. So with this, big changes come with a lot of information. And that information is kind of like crucial right now, so you need to pick up as much of that as you can see. If you find a breadcrumb, pick it up. It could be important later. Stuff like that. Start paying attention not just to your intuition, but like people around you, like their effects, how they're affecting you overall. Because this all has to center around your wholeness. So this is like how you're going to vibe. How are you going to vibe with people? How are you going to vibe in a certain setting? Or whatever it is that is changing, are you going to be able to kind of like be you there, or is this going to be like a balance shifter? Either way, though, I think, like I said, there are going to be a lot of signs kind of leading you on which way to go, and as long as you're paying attention to them, it shouldn't be too hard, and it really shouldn't knock you too far off your square.
No. This song now.
You're not wrong, Lexi. I get new toys all the time. These were here the whole time.
The whole time. Although this office, it has treasures.
Yeah.
There are treasures everywhere.
Like I have seen these before, though.
His coin, there was literally one day, he was like, I should get a coin. And he looked online, and he was like, oh my God, babe, look at this one. It's so dope. And I was like, hang on one second. And I went into my office, and I grabbed it. And was like, here you go. Because I had gotten it at like a crystal shop or something.
Yeah.
But I'm a little bit of a hoarder with spiritualism. Sorry, babe.
Oh, no, you're good. I can tap it out in here. But yes, Tony, I think T is going to be in communication coming in November. Do we feel spirits around us? All the time.
All the time. Literally all the time.
My dad follows me around like a nuisance.
Lisa, let that freak flag fly, man. There's so much weirdness wanting to come out of you. How are you when nobody's looking?
I bet you weird.
You like shaking it? What are you doing? Do it in front of people. They will love it. Do it!
Oh, snap. Next thing we hear, she's up on a pole making money, though. I'm just saying, I do see fertility, though, in just that weirdness, that goofy stuff that you have inside of you that you do keep held away. That is going to bring you a benefit in the future.
Oh, Amy, miss your face. Let's get you a card, Amy. Insecurity, oh no. I feel like this is the energy right now. It's heavy of like insecurity. You want to know why? Because big changes are pending. And whenever big changes come, generally it feels very uprooty. You know, like, oh God, I'm going to lose my job. Oh God, you know, whatever horrible thing is going to happen, you know. And this is not that. I do feel that a lot of people in the collective right now are feeling nervous or anxious or insecure about this shift, this energy that they're feeling. But I want you to take a deep breath and know nothing like that is going to happen. Nothing bad is going to happen. It's like a big weird test.
Of course, Lisa.
Ben, how do you feel when no one understands? Well, Tony Baloney for the mini. Well, not everyone's gonna understand. I feel like that's just life. Like, I could be, you know, a flower arranger, and I will have the occasional person that'll be like, I don't get why you do this. It just kills beautiful flowers, and they die after a week, and blah, blah. You know what I mean? There's always gonna be a hater in everything you do. And I feel like it's not really for them to understand if they don't, you know? Not everybody is where we're at, and that's totally fine. You know, everybody's on their own independent journeys, and some people don't want to talk to dead people or, you know, deities or entities, and that's cool. Like, I get it. At one point, I was a little reluctant myself. So, but yeah, it's just, don't take that shit personally, you know? It's not that they, like, personally, like, you are a liar or something like that. They just simply don't understand.
And you can't really get mad about that.
No.
I mean, one thing is, now, I do have a curiosity. Now, not a lot of people like to hear about the ghosts in their kitchen.
Yeah.
Or in their bathroom. So now, if you do tend to bump into spirits, which is great, you don't have to exactly speak on it all the time. A lot of ways I've learned to overcome that pressure in the first place is it's not that I wouldn't talk to anybody about it, but I would wait until it was kind of brought up. I'd be like, man, the bathroom's weird, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, but it feels weird. And then people would be like, oh, I think there's a ghost in there. And I'd be like, is that what that is? And then all of a sudden, boom, now the door is open. You know, I feel like it's more of like kind of a welcome topic in certain areas, and I think maybe it's kind of about knowing your audience.
Reading the room, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Or in the closet. There's a lot of ghosts in the closet. Hey. Okay, Tony Balone. I feel like we're feeling like we're trying to let go. We're trying to stay in our feminine energy, as hard as that is right now. And we're trying to let go of what we can't control. And this is weirdly putting you straight up in your power. Your patience and your perseverance is paying off. We've got the Queen of Wands and the Temperance card. Confirmation. You're doing it, man. Excuse me. You're letting go of the past while you're doing your best to. But, oh my God. Okay, I'm dying. Okay, you're letting go of the past.
Take a deep breath.
Sometimes it just like, I don't even know.
Well, else that mean today.
So anyways, you're doing your best to let go of the past, but they're saying, and I know, I feel like, can already feel your slap happening. But I feel like you're not, what?
We both picked up our hands at the same time.
Oh, I feel like you're not maybe having enough fun, and I just hear you right now. Like, are you kidding me? How the fuck am I supposed to have fun? I know. And I also am hearing you, I have had some fun. I know. But it's more like to the, you know how he was saying inner child? Like, it's more like childlike fun. Not adult fun, child fun. Meaning like innocent, effortless, just pure imagination and like nonsense. You know what I mean? Just like fun. Because I feel like right now without the fun, it's holding you back. It's getting you caught up on like an obstacle towards your victory. And it's keeping you in past damage, preventing you from like healing beyond it. You know what I mean?
And I think there's a stressor to the innocent aspect. It's about that joy before there were problems. Mm-hmm. That's what they want you to reconnect with. That happiness before you knew what problems were. But I do also have more to say. Because, you know, it's me. So, here we go. Miss Bologna. We're not in the dungeon, so you're going to get spared the rough edges. I have constraint reverse too, which means you kind of do need to stop holding back. That is a big thing. I feel like you have a lot of decisions. You know what you want to do. I feel like you already have a really good idea of what it is you could do. And you're just kind of wondering whether or not it's going to work out, whether or not it's even going to be worth it. And I truly 100%... Ooh.
Oh, sorry.
You're
Jesus.
Good. What I'm doing? No, I'm just kidding.
I just am not functioning.
She attacked me.
Sorry.
Did you guys see it? It's crazy. But I think you need not worry, more or less. Just to make the words all backwards and fun, I want to give a little bit of a Yoda vibe to it. I think that you really can just kind of move forward with this, because even if it doesn't do what you want it to do or have the exact effect you might be looking for, so what? You fucking tried. And there's a couple more sprinkles into the bucket.
It did slip. I thought, actually it didn't slip. I let it go. But I thought he had it. Your hand was on it. What were you doing?
I was just sitting here minding my own business before someone violently threw a water bottle at me.
Oh my God. The universe wanted it thrown. They did. I just like let go. I just like, because I had two in my hand. I just like let my finger grip go.
We do that constantly.
And it just like rolled out of my hand into his lap. I was like, oh shit.
Your sense of team coordination is.
I know. It's really bad. The other night, I saw Kristen for the night. But the other night, like, we were, I don't know what happened. But, okay, imagine, generally we cuddle a lot. But we were, like, in this moment, our butts were together and we were facing away from each other, right? And, like, at the same moment, in the middle of the night, we both woke up.
Oh, yeah.
And rolled
the headbutt
towards each other and fucking headbutted the shit out of each other.
The old bell ringers.
Oh, my God. He got it less worse because, like, he was in the process of, like, throwing his head back to like roll over towards me, and I had already like shifted over, and so oh my God, it was crazy though.
And I've been thumped in the head a good few amount of times.
It was crazy. I was literally like, my bell was rung a little bit.
That's what I was gonna say.
In the middle of the night.
It was a bell ringer.
It was wild.
My ears were ringing, that's for sure.
Yeah, and literally the other night, another night before that, I punched him in the fucking head.
She punches me pretty often. If she's asleep, I need to duck.
It was like literally when I was rolling, I went to go, like I was just like putting my arm around, you know, but like when I was doing it, it just went like this and fucking just punched him right in the face. It was wild. It was wild.
She said, ring that bell. Tony, you
Is your head okay, Ashley? No, not ever.
Tony, why you want a headbutt? That sounds painful. It was painful.
Oh, he's visiting you, Bug Mama.
He is. He wants to say hello. He's just checking in.
He is definitely visiting. Kristen, oh my God, you know the truth. There might be drama. Withhold yourself. Do not engage. Because at the end of the day, I feel like you see everything clearly. Don't play into this petty, beneath you bullshit. I feel like you showing yourself love and compassion and constraint on this subject is going to bring you victory and success. Your guides are leading you right to where you need to go. Keep listening, keep trusting, all in your favor is how it's looking. Knock a restart, dude, for real. In the middle of the night, though. Like, imagine waking up like that. Just being like, oh my God. Like, you know, you just thought you were rolling over.
I do see standstill, fertility, and defenses. So appreciate things. I think that's the big thing to kind of like mind here is you have to be happy with what you've already done. So many people have a hard time with acknowledging that their accomplishments already, their current stuff. Like, you're nowhere near where you were before. And a lot of people are like, yeah, but I'm not where I'm going. And it's like, yeah, but look at where you are. Like, this mountain's so high and you're this far, so like, chill. There's a lot of mountain under you. Take a deep breath, be happy for what you've done, appreciate it for a moment, and maybe take a rest. But in this fertility, I think that's where you're going to kind of like learn how to kind of guard yourself from that type of thinking. You know, that always needing more, always needing more. So many people have that. And I understand being ambitious. I understand being driven. But there's a difference between ambition and greed. And sometimes we are trying to get what we're after. And sometimes we're getting more. We're after more than we need.
And when we're he said trying to get where we're going. I feel that because I'm always trying to get where I'm going too. But the thing that stops me is I remind myself when I get where I'm going, there's always somewhere else that I'm going. So like, stop chasing. Have your goals, all that good stuff, but stay in the present moment. Because even when you get to where you're going, there's always going to be somewhere else that you want to go. You're never going to be satisfied. Nope. There's always going to be something else, something more, something different to do, expand, explore, to go down in. So.
Indeed. Is this somebody else?
No.
Oh, I thought I missed one. I was like, wait, what? I thought we were talking about balloons.
No, you just said something really... It inspired me.
Good.
To babble on more about it.
I like it. I just thought I missed the reading for a second because that was very insightful.
Coco, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so... Are there Halloween scary burglars out there?
What about your hot and cold? She wants to play hot and cold to find her watch. Trina does. What's up with my energy? I'm tuckered.
You want to know where your watch is? Ask if it's at her house.
We already did this.
It's at her house?
She thinks somebody took it or she lost it. Oh, wait. Now it's not at the house.
It's not at the house anymore.
Is it in your car?
It's relocated.
Have you looked in your car? Is your car not at home right now?
We are tired though.
Yeah, I'm very pooped.
We
We're
did.
just out walking around with the kids in the cold, windy rain.
Cold, windy. I drove the car, but he walked. I was the hot spot so the children could warm up as we were walking. I did not mind that job whatsoever.
What about a car? Whose car have you been in?
Did Allie or Ronnie take it?
No, remember, nobody took it. Is it in their car? I think you might have dropped it somewhere. It's in Rob's car. No.
Did Trina misplace it? It's definitely something you misplaced.
Yeah, that's kind of what we got to before.
Is it in a stationary position? Is it in a stationary position?
Could it be in a moving vehicle, though? In a stationary position.
Do you have any car? Like he said, have you been in any cars?
What about a bus? Taxi? Is it somewhere I can get it back? Oh, my coin dropped down by your feet.
Is it somewhere you can get it back? Yeah, you can definitely get it back. Where is it?
Right down there.
Oh shit, that blended right in. That blended right in. Is it in her jacket pocket?
I think that's the thing. I think you can get it back, but I
Dude,
don't know if you're going to find it.
Do you have a pocket somewhere, like pants or jacket or hoodie or purse? I feel as though it may be in one of those. It might be in, like, a location. That's why they say it's not really stationary, because if it's on, then it moves around with you. Get it?
Did you have somebody hold on to it and then forget that they had it?
Oh my goodness. Joanne, if you want yes or no questions, you can subscribe up above, babe. I'll check my jackets. Yeah, check all pockets that you could have been wearing.
What I mean,
Thank you, Di.
This isn't about that. I just like how these feel. I'm just curious. I just
What's
feel
your
like
what's my rune for tonight? I'm gonna give you a card. You can give me a rune.
Peaches rune.
Hey, Joanne. Don't be sorry, Lexi. You're totally fine, babe. Yours is vulnerability. Oh, God. They want you to be more vulnerable. Expose yourself more.
That's why there's no answer.
Open up.
For you never.
That's why you can't pretend
vulnerable.
to be happy now if you're not happy. They say I can't do it. Look at her. See, she's sad, but she's pretending to be happy. She's been vulnerable and let her sad side out sometimes.
It seems more like there's a support system. Like she needs to be vulnerable with somebody.
Yeah.
See? Probably with her guides. I haven't been talking to the dragons.
People!
Well, that too.
You can do it with guys, but people!
I don't know. I have to write songs.
I know. They're just telling you not to hide anymore.
I know.
Like in real life or in your songs.
Bossy pants.
He hides. When he's sad, he can't be sad. He's a very happy guy. Even when he's sad. Is it me being truthful to myself about tea?
Oh, yes.
I'll snap.
Indeed. I do see a little bit of shakiness in it, though, so I still think you might be a little bit off. Like, it might not be 100% accurate. There might be subtleties you're missing. What I have for you is the Odin Stone.
What does that mean?
Uncertainty. No answers. Limitless possibilities.
That feels right. Limitless. I am limitless.
I do see initiation.
Joanne for the
Slow
subscribe.
down. Am I feeling okay? Yeah, I'm definitely feeling okay. I'm
Okay.
just very tired.
Let me explain something to you. I'm pretty sure he's undiagnosed bipolar because this is what he does. He goes manic, 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 exciting, 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 run, run, run. And then the minute he sits down, he's like, oh. And that is super manic bipolar traits because, like, you literally have this infinite kind of energy, but the minute you, like, sit down and, like, your body relaxes, you, like, he, like, can fall asleep doing anything. Literally, I mean anything.
You know, I haven't thought in a minute, though, either. I wonder if that is something.
What do you mean thought?
That's what I call it. Thinking, getting inspired. Ooh, took a risk. That's what I mean. That's thinking.
All right, Joanne Lenard39 for the subscribe. Welcome to the team, babe. Let's get you a mini. So we are as women and get it. Wavy crazy. Sable Bradley, thanks for the follow too, babe. All right, what do we need to hear in and around Joanne? Okay. Something has come to an end recently in your life, and it's left you maybe feeling kind of foolish. And so you've been working on pulling yourself back, letting go of these negative kind of thoughts or even energies around you, you know? I feel like your gut has been telling you you've been making the right choices, but you're not sure if you're making them. And I feel like it's just because you're uncomfortable. You've made a lot of changes. You've flipped kind of some stuff upside down. And I feel like you're worried about investing your energy correctly. I feel like at the end of the day, you're standing in your Empress energy. You're doing everything you should be doing. All these changes, all the things that you're creating in your world right now are exactly what you should be doing. You're doing well, in my opinion.
And I think I have a big fat verification, and it's all over 3 roots. I've got movement and fertility at the forefront, and then the Odin stone at the end. So, as long as you're doing positive, beneficial things, you are going to have expansive outcomes. You are going to be able to kind of step anywhere. I think you have a tendency to kind of build yourself like a versatile ladder, and like that kind of means like a ladder that can go almost anywhere. So it's like maybe you have this kind of plan going, and you've gotten here, you're 3/4 along to this plan, and all of a sudden like one of the branches off into like something else that you're more interested in. So now your ladder kind of goes this way all of a sudden. You know, like you're still climbing, you're still going up, but your ladder is kind of moving along with you. I see a lot of that energy. I think that's why part of it kind of leads to uncertainty as well, because you are so quick and willing to change if you need to or want to, that it's almost hard to really discern what will or won't happen. Not like actually hard, but
Will she hear from William soon?
yes, I did answer that one before. Sometimes, oh yeah, you're newer, Joanne. I did answer in the comments before too. Sometimes that will happen. So like if we're speaking, or if she's speaking especially, and you are asking a yes and no, I'll be happy to answer them in the background. So if you don't hear a verbal answer, it was a yes. But double check the comments as well, just in case. You'll see it under Eternally Entangled is usually the one commenting on it.
There's love in my hair? What?
Wait now there, love your hair, Ashley. I don't think she meant to say theirs.
Ah, thank you.
So, one thing, Lexi, I think you seem kind of like, let's say you're not the only one with Smurfs. We'll put it that way. You know what I mean? So, like, the Smurfs in your head, things that kind of drive you nuts, it kind of is like that with me. Now, the problem, Ashley's noticed it too, like this weird shift in me lately. But and it's hard to explain why, and it's hard to really fully understand all the way, but it's like I've been hyper-fixating on my music because I'm trying to get words onto it so I can actually start putting something out there. Like, I love my instrumentals, I really do, but that's not what I want to do. So I've gotten myself into this almost like a writer's block rut. And actually hates when I go into blocks, because every time I go into like a writer's block, or if I'm not feeling creative, I kind of get like this though, where I just seem a little bit off. Like it's all the same, but it's like a little bit different. It's almost like a bizarro Shiloh, but not quite.
From physical abuse, I'd do a binding spell, but first I would just get out.
From a spiritually abusive family, martial arts. That's what I did.
Physically abusive.
Well, that's what I meant. Martial arts. That's a good way to spiritually get above it.
Leave.
Bruce Lee.
Leave.
Well, that too.
You need
as
to
quickly
leave.
as possible.
Leave.
And now what I mean by that, though, is I don't mean necessarily the actual fighting aspects of martial arts. I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, my sage attacked me. Okay, anyways.
But I'm talking about the disciplinary aspects of it, though. Like, they teach stoicism. They teach spiritual awareness, mental well-being. They teach a lot of things about discipline, order, honor, even, depending on where you stand, you know, ethically, stuff like that. There are all different forms of just, like, kind of... Because, like, these men were warriors or they were protectors. So they did a lot of things that, in a sense, they needed therapy for. So, like, they developed a lot of really good types.
Yeah, I would do binding spells. Binding is what I do with anybody who's creating any kind of negative impact. Physical, emotional, spiritual, what have you. I do binding spells. Our neighbor, for example... was super scary and I felt like was threatening, and I'm not a bitch who's intimidated by much, and this guy definitely did the trick. But I immediately did a binding spell and he didn't come over after that.
Yeah, he didn't even cross the street towards us.
No,
he stayed on his side of the street once and asked if we felt like having company. We said no, and then that was that.
But before that, he was sneaking in our yard, hiding in the trees while we were having bonfires in the shadows.
Yeah, it was wild. Yes, Joanne, she does do spells as well.
Yeah, it was really wild. That guy made me so uncomfortable. If you guys are not following our Eternally Entangled account, follow this guy. It's our joined account. We're going to be going live off this bad boy at night once it goes active. We're going to be pumping the shit out of it. So I'm sorry for the people that are in here every day, because you're just going to hear us going on about this account for the next while.
I don't think
we should probably create some content for it too or something.
Yes.
We could probably clip our lives.
Yep.
Write down timestamps of funny moments. I'm just kidding. We could do a little thing.
$40. Can you do multiple people?
Yes, but if you're doing the binding one specifically, like one binding, like bind one person per spell. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't want to put multiples in there. It just won't be as effective. It just happens. Oh yes, this is 100. I know exactly what you mean, Lexi. Same.
Alexa.
It's Ziggy.
Oh, Ziggy. Stop.
You want to play
He's been messing with me the whole time.
You think that's why your energy's been weird?
I don't know.
I bet. Let's listen to something else.
I was like, why do I feel like we're being attacked by robots? Listen to the Halloween song.
Oh, yeah.
You can play it after this if you want.
Which one's that one?
It should all be all the way at the top. In one of the main boxes.
Oh,
It'll say Halloween, though.
Where?
Oh, you gotta refresh your page. You should refresh it every once in a while, because new things I do will pop up there.
Boom. Wait, bind me to myself is all I need to do. Is that not normal? Wait, what is... Okay, so what I would do, if you're having a problem with specific, like a specific person, okay? You would bind their energy so they don't have the power now to impact you. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to bind your energy. I wouldn't recommend doing that. No. I wouldn't recommend really doing that really ever. Wait, bind me to... I don't even realize I had the connection with someone until something like this happens. Oh yeah, for sure.
The device is connected.
That sounds good. Boom. Does that make sense though? So like when I'm doing a binding spell, basically I'm gonna make sure that person can't impact your life anymore. Boom. You guys can comment your name if you'd like a free card pull too. If you're walking in and want a free card pull, go ahead and comment your name.
Ooh, this will be fun.
What? Your hood and hat?
I like that vibe.
Can't see you.
This is me in the winter. This is what I look like in the winter all the time. Hoods and hats. I love this. This is such a cool vibe.
This is. Have you heard Shiloh's new Halloween song yet?
I was playing.
You played on your live?
Today, yeah. I was a little bit late for live today. I was almost on time.
Almost?
No. I was close to an hour late. I'll get better.
Jessica. Jessica, I've got listening. I feel like right now you need to be really keeping your ear close to the ground, paying attention to what people are saying around you, opportunities that are opening up, different things like that. Just really pay attention. Right now you're gonna wanna. It'll be worth your while.
I do see initiation in reverse, and I think it might be reflecting just that. Like, it's kind of about listening and not doing. You know, you don't always have to be the first one to make the first move. Sometimes you want to wait and, like, receive something before you act on it.
Shay, I've got encouragement for you, bro. You got to be your own cheerleader. You got to pep yourself up. You got to get yourself excited about life. I feel like things are coming in for you, and they want you to just appreciate it and show some gratitude for all the hard work that you've done to get yourself to this point. No, Joanne, no. Okay, so what we're talking about is, like, let's say somebody's abusive in your life, or negative, or bad, or harmful. I will bind their energy so they can no longer do any negative, bad, or harmful things to you. I'm not binding your energy at all. I'm not attaching anything to your energy. What I am doing is binding the enemy's energy and restricting them so they can't do anything to you anymore. So, like, let's say you had a squad of mean girls, Susie, Billy, and Joanne, and they were causing you problems. You could do a binding spell on each one of these individuals to restrain them spiritually from harming you any further. Do you know what I mean? Does this make sense? I want to make sure that I'm explaining this completely right. I'm not binding your energy. I'm not attaching anything to your energy. I'm disconnecting things from your energy with this spell. Bindings are negative. It's for negative energy.
It's kind of like you're binding it to a tree so you can walk away from it.
Yeah,
so it's kind of more like that. Like,
pretty much. Or like burying it in the ground.
To a post. Like you're leashing it. For you though, real quick, we did have one for Shay. I've stand still. Stop, smell the roses. Make sure you're looking at things for what they are. You know, appreciate the moment. I don't know why this seems so very hard and stressful. I don't mean for you, like the delivery is. I'm supposed to be like kind of barking this at you. It's because you know it and you don't want to make the choice. I think you feel selfish in the matter. And that's not it. You're not.
No, you're good, Joanne. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. I wanted you to, like, totally, yes. No worries at all. I don't mind whatsoever. I know if you're not, like, hanging out doing this kind of stuff every other day, you know, that some of this stuff is just like, it needs more explanation. I get that. I'm protected heavily and they have been doing spell work for 3 years. It doesn't work on me. Hey, Jester buddy. That's what this guy always says. He's always like, spell work don't work on me.
Oh, I said magic doesn't work on me. No magic.
My magic worked on you. You met me and you didn't know what to do.
That was my magic.
How? What?
I said, throw me off. I said, find me a girl that sweeps me off my feet. So when you got there, I was swept off my feet.
This fucking guy. This guy. Liz. Liz, I've got kindness. We need to be kinder to ourselves and to the people around us. It's time to embody more of that divine love energy. Show yourself some mothering right now, you know, nurturing kind of vibes. Being very kind, very, very gentle with yourself.
Yes, I see opening. What to do? Guys are yelling at me. I see opening, or not dialexia. You need to be more open and receptive to the positive things you do possess, though. I feel like you don't really hear the good things. I think you know they're there. I think you see them. You may even smell them. But for some reason, you're just not listening when you're trying to actually receive the full information. So it's like, and I can kind of relate. I've been there before where like you're in such a good spot, but for some reason, like it's almost like it's got you feeling like you've done something wrong. Like something so good happens, all of a sudden you're just like, shit, it doesn't feel right because like, you know, you almost feel like you don't belong there. But you need to be open. You do belong there. This is new energy. This is changes you've made. This is work you've done. Be open to it.
Yep. Sean, got awakening. This is the moment where things are starting to get clearer to you. You're starting to understand things on a deeper level. It's starting to click into place. I feel like there's a lot of confusion on top of this, though. It's like some of it makes a lot of sense, and some of it, what the fuck. They're saying be patient with this process. It's like layers. You'll understand pieces of the puzzle when you're meant to, and just be patient with yourself in between.
I see a breakthrough. I think this will, in a sense, dawn on you. This is going to be something that you do come aware of, and it will change your momentum. You will be kind of seeking new ventures over here. I feel like only exciting things are going to be what kind of drive you forward.
Only exciting shit. Alright guys, I'm not going to lie.
We're getting pretty full.
I'm fucking tired.
We're both pretty tired.
But, thanks for hanging out with us. And happy Halloween.
It has been a blast.
Thanks, Joanne.
Thanks for joining the surprise live. Patience is hard.
Patience is super hard. Yeah, it's making me tired.
It's the song, too.
Oh, you're so welcome, you guys. Love you all. Good night. I'll see you later.
Goodbye.